Have you ever felt stuck? Like no matter what you do, things just don't seem to get better? That's what negative karma can feel like. But there's good news. When a mentor and disciple pray together, they can break through even the toughest karma. Let's explore this amazing power of united prayer. First, what do we mean by karma? It's like a big chain of cause and effect. The things we do and say create results, good or bad. Sometimes, the bad results can pile up and make life really hard. That's negative karma, but it's not the end of the story. Nichiren Daishonin, a wise Buddhist teacher, wrote about the power of prayer. He said, when two people pray together, their power becomes more than 10 times greater. Isn't that cool? It's like when you team up with a friend to lift something heavy. Together, you can lift way more than you could alone. But why does it work so well when a mentor and disciple pray together? It's all about connection and faith. A mentor is like a guide who's walked the path before. They know the way and can help the disciple stay on track. When they join their hearts in prayer, it's super powerful. The Lotus Sutra, an important Buddhist book, talks about this too. It says, if there are those who hear the law, then not a one will fail to attain Buddhahood. This means that when we learn and practice good teachings together, we can all become our best selves. Now, you might be thinking, but my problems are really big. Can prayer really help? The answer is yes. Nichiren wrote, suffer what there is to suffer, enjoy what there is to enjoy. Regard both suffering and joy as facts of life. This means that even when things are tough, we can face them with courage. And when we pray together, we find the strength to do just that. Let's look at an example. Imagine you're having a hard time at school. Maybe you're struggling with a subject or dealing with bullies. It feels like nothing's going right. That's when you talk to your mentor, maybe a parent, a teacher, or an older friend who practices Buddhism. Together, you chant, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. This is a special chant that Nichiren taught. As you chant, you feel stronger. Your mentor's faith boosts yours. Suddenly, you start to see ways to make things better. This is how united prayer works. It's not magic, it's about changing our hearts and minds. When we pray together, we open up to new ideas and find courage we didn't know we had. The negative karma that was holding us back starts to lose its power. Dogen, another wise Buddhist teacher, said, to study the Buddha way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self. When we pray with our mentor, we learn more about ourselves. We see our problems in a new light, and sometimes we realize that what we thought was a huge problem isn't so big after all. But it's not always easy. Sometimes, even when we pray, things don't change right away. Nichiren knew this too. He wrote, regard both suffering and joy as facts of life, and continue chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, no matter what happens. This means we should keep praying, even when it's hard. That's when the real breakthroughs happen. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. At first, you might fall a lot. But if you have someone there to encourage you and help you back up, you keep trying. Before you know it, you're zooming along. That's what a mentor does in Buddhist practice. They help you keep going, even when it's tough. The idea of breaking through karma isn't new. Even Shakyamuni Buddha, who lived over 2,500 years ago, taught about it. He said, all that we are is the result of what we have thought. This means our minds are super powerful. When we change our thoughts through prayer, we can change our lives. But why does it work better when we pray with someone else? It's all about connection. The Lotus Sutra talks about how all living things are connected, like drops of water in a vast ocean. When we pray together, we tap into this connection. It's like our prayers become a mighty river instead of just a little stream. Nichiren gave some practical advice too. He said, if you light a lantern for another, it will also brighten your own way. This means that when we pray for others, it helps us too. So when a mentor and disciple pray together, they're not just helping themselves, they're lighting up the world around them. Now, you might be wondering, how do I find a mentor? The good news is, mentors are all around us. They can be friends, family members, or people we meet at Buddhist meetings. The important thing is to find someone who inspires you and helps you grow. Once you have a mentor, how do you pray together? It can be as simple as chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo side by side. Or you might read Buddhist teachings together and talk about what they mean. The key is to do it regularly, with an open heart and mind. Remember, breaking through negative karma isn't about erasing the past. It's about changing how we react to it. Nichiren wrote, "Winter always turns to spring." This means that no matter how dark things seem, there's always hope for a brighter future. United prayer helps us see and create that future. But what if you're the mentor? How can you help your disciple break through their negative karma? The most important thing is to believe in them. Nichiren said, "A sword is useless in the hands of a coward." This means that even the strongest prayer won't work if we don't believe in ourselves. As a mentor, your job is to help your disciple find their inner strength. It's also important to remember that being a mentor doesn't mean you have all the answers. The best mentors are always learning too. As you pray with your disciple, you might find that you're breaking through your own negative karma as well. Now, let's talk about some practical ways to make your united prayer stronger. Number 1. Set a regular time to pray together. It could be daily, weekly, or whatever works for both of you. Number 2. Choose a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Number 3. Before you start, take a moment to clear your minds and focus on your intention. Number 4. As you pray, really listen to each other. Feel the rhythm of your voices coming together. Number 5. After praying, take some time to talk about how you feel and what you've learned. Remember, breaking through negative karma isn't a one-time thing. It's a process that happens little by little, day by day. Sometimes you might feel like you're not making progress. That's normal. Just keep going. Nichiren wrote, "The journey from Kamakura to Kyoto takes 12 days. If you travel for 11 but stop with only 1 day remaining, how can you admire the moon over the capital?" This means that we shouldn't give up when we're close to our goal. Keep praying, keep believing, and you'll get there. As you and your mentor pray together, you might start to notice changes in your life. Maybe problems that seemed impossible start to solve themselves. Or you might find yourself feeling happier and more confident. These are all signs that you're breaking through negative karma. But it's not just about making your own life better. When we break through our negative karma, we help make the world a better place too. The Lotus Sutra says, "At all times I think to myself, how can I cause living beings to gain entry into the unsurpassed way and quickly acquire the body of a Buddha?" This means that as we grow and improve, we should always be thinking about how to help others do the same. So the next time you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, remember the power of united prayer. Reach out to your mentor, or if you're a mentor, check in with your disciple. Together, you can break through any negative karma and create a brighter future. As Nichiren said, if you care anything about your personal security, you should first of all pray for order and tranquility throughout the 4 quarters of the land, should you not? This reminds us that our individual happiness is connected to the happiness of everyone around us. When we pray together, we're not just helping ourselves, we're helping to create a more peaceful world. The power of united prayer comes down to this. When we join our hearts and voices with others, we tap into something greater than ourselves. We remember that we're not alone in our struggles. And with that knowledge, we find the strength to overcome any obstacle. So don't wait, reach out to your mentor or disciple today. Set a time to pray together. And watch as the power of your united prayer begins to transform your life and the world around you. Remember, every journey begins with a single step, or in this case, a single prayer. Your breakthrough is waiting.